this being the last trading day in the financial year. Everybody's happy. It's a long weekend coming up. But while Indian markets lost their steam in the last 3 months, we just thought we'll do a bit of a flashback as to how investments have done and how the markets and certain pockets have done over the course of FY18. Jayesh is here. He's put together a summary and a list of the top sectoral performers and laggards this fiscal. Jayesh, good morning.
Morning, Neeraj. Not the best of the years for the Nifty or the broader indices, given that, what happened post-Jan. But let's have a look at, how much market capitalization was added in FY18. So all the BSE listed stocks, they added more than 13,40,000 crores in market cap for themselves, while the NSE market cap grew by, 13,20,000 crores. Now let's have a look at where the money came in from. So domestic institutions, they pumped in more than 1 lakh crores for the entire fiscal year, while the foreigners, put in more than 20,000 crores. Now, why I was saying that, not the best of the years, if you have a look at the returns of the Nifty in the last 5 financial years, you can see that for FY18 currently stands at about 11%. And in the last, 5 years, it is one of the lowest ones that we had, except for FY16, where we had a negative return. In FY15, we had a positive return of as much as 26.5%. Now let's go on to the other space, with the other broader markets that we had. So the small cap index has actually outperformed the Nifty, while the mid cap index has underperformed with a gain of just over 10%. Let's have a look at how some of the other sectors actually did. So Nifty. Let's have a look at the India Wix, which is measures the volatility. For most part of the year, you can see that it was rather flattish till about September, and from there it has picked up steam. So for the entire year, it has surged as much as 25%. In terms of the other sectors that I was talking about, so Nifty Realty Index, that has surged about 38.3%. That is the highest, the level that it has reached in the last 8 years, followed by the Nifty MNC and the Nifty IT, which has given you about as much as 17%. The Nifty Metal also, surged about more than 15.5%, followed by Nifty Energy and the Nifty Bank Index as well. What has not done well is, the Nifty PSU Bank Index, which has declined nearly 17% for the year so far. And Nifty Pharma, now this is, remember that the third fiscal year that it is on track to give you a negative return of around 19%. Now let's have a look at some of the other things that we did. Was check out how many what are the top gainers and losers for the Nifty. So Bajaj Finance, that has given you nearly 50% return for the year itself, followed by HUL, contributor to the MNC index as well, followed by Maruti, which has given you nearly 50%. So you can see that the gains have been rather divided, with Lupin losing nearly 50% of its value in this fiscal. And you have stocks, other pharma stocks like Aurobindo, Dr. Reddy's and Sun Pharma, which have lost anywhere between 20 to 30% each. Now the same thing for the mid-cap index. How does that stack up? So we have Graphite India and India Bulls Real Estate, which are the top gainers. In fact, Graphite India has given you more than 6 times return for this year, while India Bulls Real Estate, Avenue Supermarts and Jubilant Foodworks have more than doubled your money. On the losing end, we have Union Bank of India, which tops the list, followed by Suzlon, Power Finance and Reliance Communications. Now the same thing we also did for the Nifty Small Cap Index. Yeah. So you can see that, India Bulls Ventures, that has surged more than 400%. Followed by Rain Industries, Avanti Feeds, that has actually given you more than 3 times the return. While on the losing end, we had Indocount and Reliance Naval and Engineering, followed by HDIL, which have, anywhere lost between 40 to 50% of the wealth that was there, for the entire fiscal year.